Yeah, so one of the most interesting things is from a physical performance perspective is that metformin tends to, or it does impair adaptation to exercise, and it does this both for endurance exercise as well, like aerobic exercise, as well as resistance training. So they actually looked at it was once thought that inflammation in the muscle might be one of the reasons why older people might have more of a difficult time gaining muscle than younger people. So they thought that giving people metformin, which is known to reduce inflammatory markers, I think, in the muscle, it was thought that giving them metformin might actually help older people to gain more muscle. But then when they did this, they found that they actually gained less muscle whenever they took metformin than whenever they didn't take metformin. And this was a recent study that came out just a couple of years ago. Um, so that's one thing to think about as far as like body composition stuff is concerned. I know that metformin has often been used by bodybuilders for I think quite a few years now. But I think the research that's coming out is pretty negative as far as the muscle gain aspect is concerned. And so if you're gonna like pig out and cheat, yeah, like maybe it might help to mitigate some of the blood glucose spikes, but it's certainly also going to mitigate some of the anabolism that you're going to get from the pigging out and cheating. Because often, I don't know about you, but like often if I like gain a bunch of weight at once, usually I gain a bunch of strength at once, and that's usually a kind of a good thing as from a bodybuilding perspective. So you're going to mitigate some of that. You're going to lose some of those gains if you're taking metformin at the same time. The other thing is you wouldn't want to take metformin after you do all of those things. You'd want to take it a little bit before. Your body needs to get metformin in its system for it to mitigate some of the metabolic downsides of overeating. And then the other
How
thing is
long
just,
before that? How long before a big meal?
yeah, no, it needs to build up. So metformin has to become it has to
Okay.
bioaccumulate. It actually takes, I can't remember the exact time frame, but it's on the order of weeks. So it needs to be weeks before you start fully like the metformin accumulates in the tissue. It has to accumulate in the tissue, and it takes weeks for that to happen. So simply like taking it like the day before is not really going to help you nearly as much as starting to take it a few weeks before. So that's the first
So it
thing.
doesn't do the miracle. You take one tablet and all the calorie you took, that is gone.
Well, certainly it's not going to mitigate weight gain, right? It's not going to mitigate weight gain unless it's giving you diarrhea. If it's giving you diarrhea and you're using it as a laxative, then yeah. But if it's not giving you diarrhea, then it's not going to mitigate those calories. Those calories are going into your fat. So
Mhm.
if you're going to be interested in like mitigating weight gain from like eating a bunch, take a laxative, but don't take a laxative. That's a terrible way to like try to
Yeah.
mitigate weight gain. Like that's the eating disorder territory. But if you're not like getting diarrhea, if you're not using it as a laxative, you're not being eating disordered basically, then it's not helping you to mitigate that weight gain. That's the first thing I would say about
Thank you very
metformin.
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.